Guys, so it's your guy Emperor of Emperor Vlogs. I hope you enjoyed my previous video. Guys, subscribe to the channel and then share for me, like and support me, okay? So after a 6-hour journey from Cairo International Airport, we finally landed in Egypt. That's Cairo International Airport, okay? So this is a video of the inside of the airport here. We had to go through immigration and then 1 or 2 stops. So they are checking our plane tickets to show us the way. That is what we are doing. So you could see that there is an Egyptian there who is looking at our visas and then our plane tickets and then directing us. Remember, we used Egypt Air, and then most of these people in the plane were making transit. We are all not bound to Dubai. Some were also going to Oman, others were going to Pakistan, Afghanistan, and a lot of places. Yes, so that is it. Even some of our passengers were supposed to leave by 10:30, as at the time that we landed in Egypt. My flight was 3:20 a.m. So I had to wait for 6 hours in Egypt before I catch my flight. So that is it. We were being taken through 1 or 2 things, and then we were being asked a few questions, and then they showed us a place to go and then wait. So I'll be taking you through, okay? So that is it. Enjoy the video. Alright, so those who have been to airports, you know that there are some tips. When they extend that tape, you get to know that that place is out of bounds. Where there is no tape, it means you can use that place. So yes, we are following directions, and then we have to be in various escalators to our places. They are also left. So there is also another Ghanaian who was checking her papers to find 1 or 2 things. Okay, so those who will be traveling to Dubai, one thing that you should notice is that if you are doing a transit from Cairo International Airport, there is this baggage allocation of 56 kilograms. And then if it is 2 pieces, it means that you have 23 kilograms each per bag. So if you are going with 2 bags, it means 1 bag, the weight should not exceed 23 kilograms. So I was having 2 of these. That's why the cargo plane will convey to Dubai. By the time you arrive in Dubai, it will be there already. So when you get to Egypt, if you are transiting via Egypt Air, it will take you to Egypt before you continue to your destination. By the time you get to Egypt, you are not going to claim those 2 bags. The 2 bags are different. But there is this bag that you can convey into the plane that should also not exceed 10 kg. As for that one, you'll be holding it, or you can put it at your back, depending on the type of luggage that you have. So I was having 2 on the plane, and then 2 with a cargo plane. So currently I was holding 1 hand luggage, and then I was having my backpack on. Okay, so yeah, we finally got to one of the receptions, and then we were asking a few questions. So there is the departure hall of Egypt Air. There are a lot of seats. You can see that there is this red tape on some of the seats. That's the hand luggage that I was talking about. This one I boarded the plane with it, and then you see my backpack. I was having 2 extra luggages, and those luggage were with the cargo plane, which has been conveyed already to Dubai. There's a guy I met in the plane. He was also a novice, like a first-time traveler. So I had to help him out with 1 or 2 things. So yeah, we had quite a good time together. I've been in touch with him. He's also in Dubai here. I learned he's also visiting a brother. So we spent 6 hours in the airport exploring some of the bars, some of the cafeteria. Yes. And most of the items there were duty free, but the prices were crazy. Duty free. I remember we went to ask for a power bank, and we were being told it's $130. So we can convert. And then another power bank, which was 20,000 mAh, was also $185 in Egypt. So things were a little bit higher, depending on the pocket money that you have or the availability of money that you have. There are a lot of conveyor belts there. If you don't want to walk, depending on the direction that you are heading towards. You just step on it and then it takes you to your destination. Just that it's quite slow. Alright, so that's Egypt. Now, one thing that you should notice is that if you are in transit from any country and you are using Egypt Air and your flight is between 1 to 5 hours or 6 hours, you have to stay in the airport to catch your next flight. But if your flight is from 6 hours going, you'll be given a hotel outside the airport. So one thing that you should notice is that we were made to stay inside the airport till our flight 3:10. We arrived in Egypt at 9:30 and are supposed to catch the next flight around 3:10 a.m. Okay, so those who cannot walk, we can also book those, I don't know, whether cars or those small stuffs over there. They will come and convey you. I think you have to pay something small. And then, but the place was nice. A lot of bars, a lot of food, a lot of drinks, smoking areas. But I know Egypt is an Islamic state, so drinking of alcohol is prohibited or backed by law. So if you want to consume alcohol, I think you need some special papers and other stuffs before you can buy alcohol. Although I didn't try asking about it. Yes, I only wanted to show you snippets of how the inside is. There are a lot of lounges, so if you want to go and wait in there, you just go and pay and then you are good to go. So there's a prayer area there for the Muslims. If you want a place to go and pray, if it is time for you to go and then worship or perform the ablution, yes. And then there are a lot of toilet facilities or lavatories inside. So no need for you to worry. When you get there, there are a lot of places that you can ease yourself, feel comfortable. The place wasn't that busy because we arrived late in the night. The place wasn't that busy. So there are a lot of people who, most of them were workers. So a lot of guys were roaming about. And then it seems all these people had a flight to catch. There's one thing that you need to know. I decided to roam. I was using Vodafone. I was having about 6 gigabytes. I needed to roam. But I learned before you can even connect to the free Wi-Fi at the Egypt airport, you need a special SIM. I don't know whether orange or orange or how it is being pronounced over there. But I attempted severally. And then after roaming, I couldn't even get one WhatsApp message. So that's one of the inconveniences that I experienced at the airport. Though I didn't ask for help because I was really stressed. And we were also looking for a place to charge the phones. And it seems the sockets there couldn't support the type of chargers that we guys were conveying. A friend of mine had low battery and then he needed to charge his phone. And one thing that we also found inconvenience in the plane is that the plane that we boarded, the Egypt Air gave us, that's a Boeing flight. There were no charger ports inside. It was quite a small plane. Though our seating arrangement, we were having spaces in between. There were a lot of comfortability as in the plane, but there were no charger ports. So at the Egypt airport, we tried to find some charger ports, and it was really stressful. So we got to know that we need the charger with 2 pins because their sockets there had only 2 pins. So we had to look for that type of charger head, and then before we could. So that made us roam a lot. That was the reason why I was going up and down with the guy. So we see that at a point in time, we'll go into a place to ask them if they can charge the phone for us or if we can get a power bank. The place was also cold, so I will treat visitors, people who will be using Egypt Air to travel, to also come along with some pullover. And even currently in Dubai, I'm doing the voiceover in Dubai, the weather is a bit chilly. So you can come along with your pullover, jacket, sweater, because you suffer. Waiting 6 hours in there, we're having pullovers on, but still a lot of us were shivering. So there is a point where we went to ask about the power bank. They are selling a whole lot of stuffs. So the guy was like, it's $130, but that was quite expensive. we told him that we needed a place to charge, and he was not willing. I think that business-wise he was right, because yes, definitely I'm selling power banks. So if you want me to charge your phone for you free of charge, then yes.
That's how much?
$125.
$125.
He was an apprentice, and
that's 10,000.
he wasn't able to express himself in
10,000
the English language, so he had to call for help from his boss to come and attend to us. Yes, the English language, they were having problems with the proficiency.
That's true.
They are not that fluent. Even if you come to Dubai, you see that yes, most of them, the workers here, the Pakistan people, there are a lot of people from other countries. And then speaking of English is a bit challenging. Though they can answer one or two stuff, but to get in a very interesting conversation or lengthy conversation with them, you'll find a challenge. Good morning, how are you? Good stuffs. It's quite okay. So he tried to explain certain things to us, but it wasn't working. Even with the price, he was not quite sure. So that's what is going on. So we decided to leave the area and then go and explore other areas, see if we can get a socket and charge the phone. But to no avail. So we found ourselves wanting, loitering, gallivanting, roaming, and that was it. We decided to tour the various departments of the airport to see what they have available for visitors who come in there. They are selling a lot of watches. There were nice places, stores in there. A very beautiful place. As for that one, I can't take it away. Most of the shops were offering duty-free on their products or services that they render. So there is one or two that you find there. A lot of stores, plenty stores. Watches, phones, chains, a whole lot. And then you can't smoke at just any area. They have allotted or allocated some places that you can go and then smoke. And one thing I should know is that they smoke a lot. And COVID-19 restrictions are still in place. So before you even travel, land there, they will check your COVID vaccination card and all those things before you can travel. These are some of the challenges that you go through. You must be vaccinated. Though it's not a requirement in most countries, they will tell you, but before you leave Ghana, they will check. If you don't have the COVID card, you cannot travel. So these are some of the stores. There are also a lot of screens there that you have to check the time that you'll be catching your flight so that you won't miss. Okay, so yes, you pay attention to that. From time to time, you have to be monitoring the screens, the flight, the time that you are supposed to check in. You have to monitor all those things. Otherwise, you might end up missing your flight and you have to buy another ticket.
Flight 612 to Kuwait. Please proceed immediately to gate F7.
أيها السادة، النداء الأخير للسادة المسافرين على رحلة مصر للطيران رحلة رقم 745 المتجهة إلى إسطنبول. الرجاء سرعة التوجه إلى البوابة رقم G5.
Your attention please. Final call for the passengers on Egypt Air Flight 745 to Istanbul. Please proceed immediately to gate G5.
Lütfen dikkat. İstanbul'a giden 745 sefer sayılı Egypt Air uçağı yolcuları için son çağrı. Hemen G5 numaralı kapıya gidiniz. أيها السادة، النداء الأخير للسادة المسافرين على رحلة مصر للطيران رحلة 713 المتجهة إلى بيروت. الرجاء سرعة التوجه إلى البوابة رقم H4.
Your attention please. Final call for the passengers on Egypt Air Flight 713 to Beirut. Please proceed immediately to gate H4.
أيها السادة، النداء الأخير للسادة المسافرين على رحلة مصر للطيران رحلة رقم 853 المتجهة إلى الخرطوم. الرجاء سرعة التوجه إلى البوابة رقم H3.
Your attention please. Final call for the passengers on Egypt Air Flight 853 to Khartoum. Please proceed immediately to gate H3.
Minimum. Some are Ghana for. Yeah, no, we are part of the same flight. I'm saying, where's the new?
Alright guys, thanks for exploring the Cairo airport with me. I am Emperor. Subscribe to my channel, Emperor Vlogs. Shout out.